After an absolutely horrendous start to his Aberdeen tenure, Neil Warnock has half turned it around here because getting to Hampden was one of the objectives when he came into the club, and he's got to Hampden. But of course, he wants to win it. But they won today's game as they beat Kelly 3-1 in Fog Football. I wouldn't say we owe Aberdeen Football Club an apology, but we basically said there's no chance they're going to beat Kelly. Because get your money on Kelly. We even talked about the odds yesterday, the betting odds, 2-1, pretty much is what Kelly were, 15-8. And I thought that was printing money. But we got it wrong. And how did Aberdeen go about doing their business? They looked revived today, they did. Now the game's kicked off, thought Aberdeen with a better team. They're attacking down the left hand side and they get a goal pretty easily. Shot deflects straight into the path of McGrath. Could Dennis have done better? There was a bit of a deflection that, sent him a wee bit off guard, but McGrath puts it in the back of the net. I thought it might have been offside initially, but he makes it 1-0, and it's exactly what Aberdeen needed. I think the last thing that Aberdeen could have accepted in this game would have been going down to 1-0, sorry. But of course, I mean, Kelly are 14 points clear of Aberdeen in the league. Kelly will be disappointed. Son of Scotland 90's prediction is at the windy. He predicted a Hearts Kilmarnock final. That's just not going to happen now. Aberdeen getting to a semi-final, so it gives them something to play for. If they win out today, it's diabolical. And I think actually going through today probably gives Aberdeen more of a chance of getting relegated. Because if they go at the Cup today, they can just focus solely on the league. Now they've got potentially 2 more games this season. And I know that's not exactly an insane amount more games, but Aberdeen, they should stay up. But you wouldn't be surprised if Aberdeen just go back to absolute shite after this, man. But after this goal, Junior Hoylett did have a shot saved. Pretty much, it was a bit of a wake-up call, though, for Kilmarnock, because they stepped up to task at a few corners. There's a wee free kick. Kilmarnock, though, they would have been aiming for their first Scottish Cup semi-final appearance since 1997, so that is, 27 years ago. Not quite happening for them, though, as the ball managed to fall to Graham Shinnie. Great ball for Hoylett and flicked down to Shinnie. Rifles it into the top left hand corner. I was like, holy shit, what a goal there for the captain. Took a bit of deflection, but he's not going to care. Aberdeen fans certainly aren't going to care. Absolutely not, my friends. Donny Armstrong, though, manages to get not an equaliser, a constellation before half time, if there's such a thing. It's a crucial goal for Kilmarnock, right? Kyle Fussell, I thought he was a wee bit pished today, but he did produce one good moment where he grabbed himself an assist here. But yeah, lobbed cross to the back post. Danny Armstrong, I think, has had a fantastic season for Kilmarnock. Puts it in to the back of the net. Second half, it was a bit of a huff and puff. There wasn't exactly a lot of going on as Neil Warnock's taking pictures with the fans, which is kind of funny because before this game, all he was doing was getting bashed by his own fans. I mean, that's a good moment. Kids being able to take pictures with the manager after a cup win. Can't take it away from it. But here, he needed that. Neil Warnock needed to win this game today, and he has won this game today. But yeah, like I said, we was talking about the score at 2-1. They managed to make it 3-1 as McGrath shoots, deflects into the back of the net off, I believe it was Stuart Finlay. I think it counts as it's actually counted as a Finlay own goal, which is a wee bit surprising. But yeah, Derek McKenzie couldn't get the last laugh against his team. Kelly were pushing towards the end, but they weren't doing an awful lot. I can't turn it. Aberdeen deserved this. I think anyone will admit that. Kelly 2 shots on target. Aberdeen had 8. I pretty much wrapped it up for them. Miovski, I thought, had a quiet game by his standards. I thought if I was to give a man of the match, it would obviously be McGrath, but I thought McKenzie was quite good for Aberdeen. He kept making Bolton runs forward, but yeah, it was good to see the game on BBC Scotland. It's good to have a Saturday kick-off on it this time, man. That's what it should be, especially on free TV so everyone can see it. But that's where we're going to leave it, troops. What do you guys think? Will Aberdeen, can they get to the final? I mean, the way it's going, you're going to be getting some tasty matches, regardless. Because you think both Old Firm teams will go through, and you would expect Hearts to beat Greenock Morton, and that's the 4 biggest clubs that this country's got to offer. if that is the case. So it'll set up for some very exciting semi-finals at Hampden, guys. But until then, peace.